Hi Virgo, welcome to your season. The house is clean and very empty, aside from my Great Gatsby t-shirt. And I thought, how appropriate. Let's go with that. No need for anything more. It even sounds empty. You ever in a room so empty that it sounds empty? There's a whole aspect of movie making devoted to making rooms sound full. 5 of Cups and 2 of Pentacles in reverse. I was going to say I love doing Virgo readings during Virgo season, but I thought it would come across as snarky. But here I am being snarky. So let's continue with that. I love doing Virgo readings during Virgo season in big empty houses that sound empty because Virgos act the most like Virgos in their season. And I actually really appreciate how you are because you're very honest. Even when it hurts me personally, I still appreciate it because it's rooted in something that cannot be taken from you. Your honesty is authentic. It is not a weapon, even though there are a lot of signs that use truth as a weapon. You're just really being yourself. You're not trying to hurt anyone, and maybe that's why you hurt people the worst. 5 of Swords is up next. There's a lot that you have been trying to figure out for a long time. It may have been like a work intrigue. It could be a relationship thing. It could be, especially if you're dealing with another Virgo, it could be a relationship thing. But there are just a few things that you have at first been upset about, but then been trying to just get to the bottom of. There's some secrets here. And September gives you all your answers in Virgo fashion, exactly the way you want them. Good. Let's continue. A lot of you have also figured out that someone or other, even if it is you, has been deceiving you to a degree that is shocking. 3 of Wands, the Sun, and the Tower, to a degree that is shocking. To go from one polarity to the other is so unfair to do to a Virgo because you can, you like the kind of love you can hang your hat on. And this looks like the complete opposite. This is like oh geez, I just figured out I need to get away from this. Sorry. So if you are just now figuring out the truth of something, it may be quite shocking to see how different it is from what you were told. You may also be the one delivering the Sun Tower polarity. You may be the one who's decided, I know you need me and I know I make your world go round, but this is not, bottom of the deck. Oh, yes, I love it. The Hermit, 10 of Cups, and Ace of Cups. I think the reason in Virgo season you have a tendency to let people go is because you really get clear on how serious love is. And to me, this looks like a Virgo thinking about the kind of love they want and the kind of love they've always thought they should have and they wish they had. And it's putting into stark contrast what they have going on right now. If they're not happy. If you are happy and you are a Virgo, you are quickly walking towards a blissful union. If you are very, very happy in your relationship, marriage, whatever it is, I don't think we give enough of that, air to that enough. If you are very happy in your relationship, mashallah, and things are going super well for you, good. I would say that wherever the intrigue is in your life, wherever the drama is, it's about to unfold and it's going to be super dramatic. And you may have people either looking at you differently or you find yourself looking at people very differently. The pedestals, darling. Darling, the pedestals are falling. It's all falling. And it's great because you need to know. It doesn't have to be about a person. This could be a job thing. This could be a school thing. This could be a sibling thing. This could be some, weird family secret that you feel everybody knows but you, and now you know too. there's a gigantic moth that keeps flying up to the window and bumping up against it and then fly, like it really desperately wants to get in here. And I don't think it understands that if it actually got in here, it would die. It's just funny to me how much we can barrel towards something, like really, really, like I need this thing or I'll die. I need this thing more than anything. And then with just a few years perspective, with a few months perspective, with a few minutes perspective, sometimes we go, oh, never mind. I didn't want that at all. And how funny it is to me that the moth keeps hitting its face against the window, its head, trying to get in, but the door is open and it's only 2 windows down. The front door is wide open. It isn't meant to get in here, and so it can't find the right door. You see what I'm saying? Whoever that person is that really wants to be a part of your life that you've decided should not be a part of your life, whatever thing that is that you keep barreling towards and hitting your head against the window and you finally realize like, whoa, none of that is real. You don't want to go in there no matter how nice it looks to you. That place is death for you. You have all these realizations, but it's in a very cool way because you're just moving on. You may be the one saying to someone, you know, I feel very free. That's what I mean. I love doing Virgo readings in Virgo season because Virgos act so much like themselves in their season. And it's your season and your card is out with the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. You have something in your mind of what you know it should be like. And if it is not like that right now, you are done. And I think the people with you that know you're done have been hoping and praying that you would just like sleep through your season, that you wouldn't, you know, feel done. But you do. You're done. We have 9 cards, but let's keep going because I'm nosy and I want to know. But something is falling apart, so something new can begin. That much you already knew, which is what the 2 of Pentacles is about in reverse. That's such a Virgo card. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Money's going to get better. Love, you already know, is on the horizon. You'll feel more social. As soon as Venus moves into Libra on the 18th, I think it is, you'll feel so much better. You have Capricorn you have Saturn going direct in Capricorn, which is ruling your love. If you are a Virgo rising, it is all heading in the right direction. It is all heading towards your ideals. And I think a lot of you may have fell off. I mean, if you want to talk about it, I think a lot of you have settled for the last couple of years for things that weren't really good enough for you. And I just think it's funny that you guys are waking up to it yourselves and like you're sad at yourselves. You're not mad at yourselves, you're sad at yourselves. Like, oh, I can't believe I did that. Which is hilarious to me because like a penitent Virgo is quite a sight. You guys are hot when you're penitent. I think you know that. When you finally admit to being wrong, everyone's like, sleep with me. But you're like doing it to yourself. You're like penitent to yourself. Like, oh, I'm so sorry I did that to you. Which is great because you're finally waking up to the nonsense and the lies and the contrived, you know, presentations that people have been giving you of who they are. You know, this month you're like, no, I already got the cheat sheet. Like, I already know what's up. Please don't put on the act. And as soon as you start exhibiting that very Virgo of behaviors, please don't put on the act for me, the 3 of Wands, the Sun, the Tower, everybody starts to lose their shit. You know, because a lot of their act depends on you buying it. You get that, right? You're the captive audience. Ooh, everyone loves a Virgo audience. What? Why do you think I get so nervous before the readings? I'm always like, hi, Virgo. Because it's nerve-wracking. Everyone loves a Virgo audience, but they're terrified of you because, like, you're going to notice everything, you know. But it's quite wonderful because you move your center of awareness and attention not just away from others, which is great. You do that periodically, but in a very true way, not where you're just telling other people, I also care about myself sometimes. Now you're really doing it. It's a huge difference than what you've been doing, which is kind of pretending to be good at self-care or like doing it because it's self-care. It's like, I should do this, right? So you're not doing it now. I just had to open the door. You're not doing it now because it's a hashtag or because somebody told you or some blog was like, you know, you got to take care of yourself sometimes, hashtag self-care. No, it's not that. Now you're just your own first priority. You're looking at everything from the lens of, is this good for me? Is this bad for me? Does this bore me? Do I want this? Does this aid in my future growth or not? And if it doesn't, you know, you're willing to break with convention even. You're willing to do away with tradition. You don't really care. You are my most favorite Virgo in Virgo season because you're the most brave. You're the most bold. Towards the end of the month, you really want to do that. Fortune favors the bold. Okay? Remember that. Let the emotional stuff kind of ride out. Like, you know how you like let people have their emotions and you just watch them acting like the way they're being and you're just like, this is going to end soon. They'll leave soon. Just treat the first part of the month when everyone has a problem with you being like, no, I'm putting myself first. Sorry. Just let the emotions ride out. Let them do their little dance and get the fuck out of the way. And then when they're gone and not wasting your time, put all your resources together on whatever it is that you've been working on. You know, there's a couple of things you've been working on. Focus on those and be bold. Make bold decisions. Make bold proposals. Take a trip if you need to. Spend a little money if you need to. But go for the big thing. The end of the month, the big thing wants you to go for it. It's waiting for you to take the risk so it can, boom, give it to you. It's got your name on it. Fortune favors you. The bold. The bold and the beautiful. Yes, honey. That's exactly it. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. That's your vibe for your season. The bold and the beautiful. Like, really, we know you're already going to do all of this. We already know. Nobody needs to tell us. We know it'll be flawless. But along with your flawless exterior, let's do away with the timid interior for a little while. Just for a little while. Let's be bold in here. You can be just as clean and just as, neat. Just a little more risky. I need you to believe in yourself the way you believe in yourself when someone puts something in front of you that's not nearly good enough for you. You know how all of a sudden you become very aware of who you are and what you are, and you're like, oh, no, no, no. I was telling someone a story like this earlier. My Virgo moon popped out. We went somewhere and there was food on the floor. I was on a date and there was food on the floor, and I was like, did you bring me somewhere where there's food on the floor? Like, I gotta go. I'm leaving. So yeah, you know how you get when something's put in front of you that's not nearly good enough and you're like, no, 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 let me remind myself and you of who I am. That is what I need you to do when it comes to your work and taking risks, investing money, asking for investments, whatever you're doing. I need you to be in that space that you can be in that's almost cocky when you're out dealing with people and they're fawning all over you. I need you to bring that energy to your work life after the 18th. And before that, just have fun watching people fall apart because you tell them the truth. If you're dealing with a Leo specifically, it'll really hurt them. I'm sorry about that. But they'll be fine, and so will you. I love you. Happy birthday. Did I say happy birthday? Happy birthday to the early Virgos. Happy birthday to the late Virgos. Happy birthday early to the Libras who are just watching because they have no idea when their video is coming up. It's next. I love you. I'll see you in your extended. Oh, wait. There's tickets. There's tickets to London. I have to change the dates for Sweden, so don't do that. But there's tickets to London. They are available now. The satsang is on the 28th. It's in a gorgeous space. We love it. Nicola and I put it together. If you want more info, at Nicola Masri on Instagram. I'll tag him below so you can talk to him. And then I'm doing readings on Cameo. They're 5 minutes. You can share them. You can put them up on social. You can have them forever. You can ask me whatever you want. It's super cool. I love it. There's all kinds of stuff. So you can find that link below too. And then there was something else. Oh yeah, the rings. So I'm not wearing them right now and I should be, but I'll wear them for the second part and for the extended. So the rings The rings debut for the holiday season. They will be shipping out in December. And I'll put you in touch with all the right people when it comes to liaison and talking to people. Carolina's going to be handling it. If you are a friend from Instagram, you know who Carolina is already. She's my childhood friend. So Carolina and I are doing the rings together. And inshallah, you're going to love them. The first one out, the first two are the Empress and the High Priestess. Okay, now we're done. Now go rule the world, please. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Mwah. That's 2 kisses. Hi, Virgo. This is the High Priestess ring. Shout out Finesse Your Claws, Wild Oleander in Bushwick in Brooklyn for these nails. Like, she's maintained my nails so well that I can just grow my nails this long, which is crazy. Like Melissa says, at Finesse Your Claws, the prep is everything. But shout out for the perfect Virgo nails. I wanted you guys to have really delicate and pretty, simple, you know. Okay, so to the untrained eye, this may look like a hell of a reading, Virgo, but we know what's going on with you astrologically. We also know what's going on with you emotionally. And so, no, it's not bad at all. There are things that you have mulled over because you can't figure them out. And you have been of more than 2 minds about it. You knew something was up. But then, ta-da, all is revealed. Now, once it's revealed, whether this is something internal and has to do with self-delusion or external, doesn't even have to be romantic, you decide that the only way out is away. 3 of Wands. Now, this you moving away is great for you, but I don't know how great it is for the people who've been counting on you to just take the bullshit. For those people, the Tower moment is very, very, very troubling. It's not just losing someone, it's losing someone they relied on too much. Someone they deceived into being reliable. Of course, things are falling apart for that person. But for you, it is only good because you deserve so much more. And it is moments like this where you realize it the most. And perhaps that's even why it happens to you, Virgo. So you can realize it. So you can know once again in the hierarchy of needs where you fall and where your standards fall. Because I think people are always trying to convince you that needs are needs, but standards, well, that's just something you want. But a Virgo knows that standards aren't just something you want. It's a need. And you are reset by the truth. And I love it for you. And the cards love it for you. The potential for good luck here, the potential for big wins, hard earned but still, are huge. Take a risk. Take a risk. Look, things fall apart whether you take the risk or not, which is another thing you can learn from the people around you who are counting on you big time, and now they've got to do things for themselves. You take risks every day, whether you know it or not. Every day you make the choice to rely on something or other, that's risky. Oops, I forgot to even bring the other cards over here. I apologize. But everything tells you now to be bold. Because although for a little bit last month, at the beginning, maybe the first 2-3 days of September, you may feel like it's, luck isn't on your side, but that's only because the truth has to be revealed. And a lot of people are going to try to lie to you too at the beginning of September. A lot of people are going to lie to you. And you just have to, you just got to see your way out. The only way out is away. And back to choosing yourself. Self. It's a huge message for you here, and it's a positive one. And no, it's not your responsibility if everything else falls apart because you choose yourself. I guess they should have based their things more on their own work and on their own merit and not somebody else's. Jeez. Remember, your standards are a necessity, and that's all there is to it. Happy birthday, Virgo. I'm getting a little bit mad. I get mad when people treat you like things that are really important to you aren't important. They're really important. Just because they may be superfluous to others, this is a matter of taste. But things go your way. Maybe a little wiggly. But by late September, as soon as Libra season hits, way before for a lot of you, because I feel like some of you, most of you have already gone through these first 3 cards. You've already decided. So for those of you where it hasn't hit yet, Libra season is your thing. But most Virgos, most all of you, about 3/4 of you have already gone through the first 3 cards. Those first 3 are just, yep, that happened. Yep, I found that out. Yep, I figured that out. Yep, I remember who I am. And now you just have to translate that into some real initiative and focus and hard work when it comes to whatever is actually yours. If you paid half as much attention to what's actually yours as you do to what's others, you'd be much happier and much better off. And I don't mean that you envy, I just mean that you notice. But you could be spending that time doing your own thing, right? It just gets better and better, Virgo. Don't let these first couple of days get you down. It's just to sweep it up, you know? And some of it is so, you would have never known. But then there it was. The truth. Okay. Happy birthday. I'll see you in the extended in just a second. Bye.